It's in the game.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. On tap is what should be a pretty good matchup between the New York Jets and the Dallas Cowboys. With that, let's get on over to AT&T Stadium in Arlington for the call from Jerry World. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the New York Jets. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you from the broadcast booth. And, partner, before we get this thing started, what are you going to be watching?
Who gets off to a fast start? In horse racing terms, they talk about catching a flyer out of the gate. Who sets the pace and makes the other team chase?
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by the former Mississippi State product, the mobile quarterback, Dak Prescott.
One thing he does very well, he takes care of the football. Had 176 pass attempts to start his career without an interception. That's the most in NFL history. And finished his rookie year, 23 touchdown passes and only 4 interceptions.
Now a play fake here on first down. Steps away to his left. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
On 2nd down, Elliott. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And they'll go ground game here with the tailbacks. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. First down, Prescott, flush to his right. Wide open receiver, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, that's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away. I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Second down, Prescott. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. And a look now at how the Jets line up defensively.
Leonard Williams was one of my favorite players when he came out of college. Light on his feet, excellent movement skills, able to get people's hands off of him so he can get into the opposing backfield, and also has the strength to bull rush when necessary.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now Prescott, flushed out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Allen Hurns from 6 yards away. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And the QB rating right now is sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. But I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yep, that's the
right. That's the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes the score 7-0. A 10-play drive that time. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Bailey now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by a guy who only became a starter relatively late in his career. It's the well-traveled veteran, Josh McCown.
It may feel to us fans that Josh McCown's been in the league for about 30 years now, but it was the 2002 draft that delivered him to the NFL. And how does he stay in the league for so long? Great teammate, terrific leadership skills, knows that he can help develop young quarterbacks, and when called upon to play, usually delivers.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man, complete. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 55 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Into the red zone now. It's McCown. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
McCown incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. McCown. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse, and it'll bring up third down. And now the defense for Dallas.
I think most people locked in on Byron Jones when he came out of UConn at the NFL Combine, where he darn near jumped out of the stadium because of his vertical leap. But there's so much more to his game than that. Played cornerback and safety in college, and they can use that same ability to move him around in the NFL in order to create great matchups on defense for Dallas.
Throwing is McCown on third down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. And that'll set them back 5. And they'll try again here, first and goal after the false start. McCown's going to hand this one off to Powell. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now they're dealing with second and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. McCown. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back.
Holding, offense.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now, prior to the snap, we hit all zeros as time has run out on the first quarter of play. 7-0 is our score. We're back to Arlington in just a moment. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. McCown to throw on second down. Dumps off to Powell. Call it a gain of 3. And that is going to set up third and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
McCown now on third and goal. Fights off the defender. Anunu's got it, complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 11 yards, but still not enough. Fourth down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal, so, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
46. Hey, here we go. 5-8.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. They'll roll him out right. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Well, he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Here we go. 5-8. 26.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
26.
Space to run past the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here we go. 5-8.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half.
Here we go. 46. 26.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Here we go. 5-8. 26.
They'll pitch it out to Elliott, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Now McCown, brought in by Walford, right side. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets. On 2nd down, here's McCown. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Sean Lee, the linebacker, able to get a hand in coverage.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit. But over the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. On 1st and 10, here's McCown. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Tyrone Crawford in there to get him for a loss of 5. McCown throwing on 2nd. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The give is to Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And Bailey able to knock it through. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has been a hard-hitting affair to this point, and you got to expect we'll see more of the same in the second half. And to bring the action your way, let's get it right back out to Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Bailey now to kick this one away. Josh McCown ready to head back out there. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. This is the running back, Powell. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. McCown now on 1st down. Here's Walford over the middle. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
They run with Powell. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
To throw is McCown. And just shutting him off there. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Clive Walford, 37 yards. And the Jets have made this a one-score game. Santos with the extra point, and the lead down to 3 at 13-10. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You don't always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch, and guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Let's go, get that. Let's go, get out. Good. 26.
Prescott looks to throw on first. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game, because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, 47. 26.
A second down throw for Prescott. Out to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. 26.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They go to Elliott again. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Get out. Here we go, 480. 41's the whip. Here we go, 46.
From the red zone now, Prescott rolling to his right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw is Prescott, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. So they pulled a little rabbit out of their hat, nearly for 6, almost got the fake into the end zone. Either way, they're set up really nicely.
So we all fell for the illusion, didn't we? Did they saw someone in half on stage
well
on
played.
that one? I mean,
well
that was
played.
something right there. We fell for the fake in a big way.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Here's Bailey now for the extra point. Bailey got the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Bailey now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Jets set to take the field. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
On 1st down, McCown. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now.
And that's caught inside the 30. A gain of 39 that time.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, That ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make the play on the phone.
Back now in Arlington. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the fourth quarter. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Shotgun here from McCown. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make this a 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. McCown looking to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. Sean Lee, the linebacker, able to get a hand in coverage.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
McCown looks to throw again. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Jermaine Kearse, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. So they fought half the battle here, but they're still down.
Plenty of work still left for them, but they delivered in the first step in their comeback attempt.
The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They got to be careful.
Not much space from their back to the wall, though. So you're exactly right. They've got to be careful here. But this is where the value of note-taking and recall comes into play.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Courtney Upshaw in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Prescott now on 2nd down, eluding the pressure right. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Prescott on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
47.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Trying a little razzle-dazzle on 3rd and short. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down.
47. There we go. 180. 26.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Second down, Prescott. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Here's Prescott. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 27-yard line. Dak finding the former Jag Hearns for the Dallas first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Here we go. Hey, 47. Here we go, 46.
First down, Prescott. And he will find his man on the outside. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown.
47. 47.
Now Elliott. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They come out here in the I.
47. Here we go, 46. 26.
Well, Prescott here to throw. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause of the action. A timeout here defensively. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Here's Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
That one in the books as a 12-play drive, and it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Bailey now to kick this one away. Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
McCown to throw. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Now McCown. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. To throw is McCown. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Back to throw, McCown. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Showed the nice footwork and then hit and drop shy of the 45. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down. McCown to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's got a noon one. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing on first is McCown. And this will be incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Back to the air on 2nd down, McCown. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. McCown looks to throw on 3rd. And that's complete to Walford. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And it's incomplete. A line of scrimmage once again, the 5, as they get ready for 2nd and goal. It's McCown again. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
McCown now on 3rd and goal. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jordan Lewis. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Dallas gets set to take the field. Only 1 timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee, victory formation. They just have 1 timeout left, and that should be all she wrote.
By the way, it's a good thing you can read that because nobody else can.
Not with my chicken scratch, not at all.
Prescott to throw it, escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 46. 46.
Throwing here, Prescott buying time to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
47. Here we go. 46.
Prescott, flush to his right. High throw, but the catch is made. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Here we go.
The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.
EA Sports. It's in the game.